Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today we're going to be looking at half of the 2-for-1 deals that Walmart was giving out during the end of November. They were 2 Transformers for the price of 1. I was able to get my hands on one. So guys, we're going to take a look at one of those figures today. So get ready for Transformers Prime Knockout. Alright guys, so here we are. Let's go ahead and let's bring out this action figure. Here he is right here. Now guys, before we actually take a look at the figure, as always, let's first take a look at the packaging. So let's go ahead and grab the box here. Here we go. We got a nice big window so we can actually see the figure himself inside the box. We got some cool artwork of him in his alt mode here at the bottom, along with Prime Universe Knockout, Transformers Legacy logo, and Transformers written along the side there. On the side of the box, we got some cool artwork here of Knockout, looking really awesome here. And when we turn the box to the back, we got some product shots. He does take 18 steps to transform, and they got some Lego mumbo jumbo at the bottom, looking really cool. Then you got the Transformers Legacy artwork here on the side of the box here, the logo at the top, more Lego mumbo jumbo at the bottom. There he is. So guys, let's get him out of the box and let's take a look at this action figure. Alright guys, so here is the figure out of the box, looking really cool. But guys, let's go ahead and let's get a closer look at some of the details on him. Now, hopefully my camera will work with us today. And as you can see, he does have a really cool head sculpt there. He's got lots of detail. He does remind me of the character Knockout from the Transformers Prime cartoon show. Looking really cool. Lots of, like I said, lots of detail going up and down here. Now, the one thing that made him really cool on the Prime TV show was that he was one of the very few Decepticons that actually liked being an automobile. I think there was some drones that were automobiles. I think there was very few of them. But him being a Decepticon and being a car was pretty cool. And he kind of reminded me of Trax, always interested in his paint job and his waxing and details and stuff like that. It was kind of like the Decepticon version of Trax. But once again, nevertheless, really, really cool. Now, let's take a look at some of the articulation here. Now, when it comes to his head is on a ball joint, so you do get some up and down and some left and right on there. Now, the arms do go out 90 degrees to the side, and they do 360 at the shoulder as well. Now, the elbow does bend at 90 degrees, as we can see here. And he does have some bicep rotation. His forearm is hollow, but that's due to transformation. His wrist only has the articulation of folding in, and once again, that's due to transformation as well. He does have a hip rotation here, as you can see. And he can do the splits, but not as good as some of the other figures. He doesn't do a full 90. That's about as far as he'll go to the side right there. And when he goes to the front, it's almost 90 degrees, just shy of it, but he can hardly make that anywhere near that to the back, as you can see here. He does have some thigh rotation as well. Oh, and when he tries to do the knees, you guys got to be careful. Make sure you lock in those knee joints there. There's a little clip there to lock them in. As you can see, when you don't lock him in, his leg will kind of kick back. But once you lock it in here at the knees, he does do 90 degrees. Let me set that up so you can see. You can see he does do a 90-degree bend at the knees as well. Let me just get it set up so I can show you the feet as well here. Here we go. Now the feet, the toes can go down and up, and that's once again due to transformation. And he does have an ankle tiltage, which will help when you're posing up your figure on your display shelf. Now guys, real fast, let's go ahead and make sure these knees are locked into place. This figure is kind of new, so pretty sure I'm gonna hear that little click once they lock in. So let's go ahead and do that right now. There we go. I think that locks them in. Shouldn't have any issue from here on in with the knees. Let's get them standing up proper. There we go. Now let's go into some of the accessories that comes with Knockout. He does come with 2 pieces of accessories that combine into one, so let's go ahead and bring that out. First off, we got this piece right here. It could be a rifle, it could be a staff, it could be many different things. It all depends on your imagination and how you position it in Knockout's hands. So here it is right here. The second piece he comes with is something like this. It kind of looks like a trident, almost like an Energon trident. So you can connect it to the top here if you wanted to do that and make it a staff. And that's something you can do. You can also mount it to the side here if you wanted to mount it any which way. Like I said, it's all up to you. It's your toy. You display it how you see fit. You can do it on either side as well. The other side here. Like I said, many different options. But let's go ahead. Let's just mount it on the top, kind of like I think it's a trident. Now let's go ahead and place this in his hands. Whoops. Let's go ahead and put this in his hands right here. All right, there we go. Looking pretty cool right there, guys. That looks pretty cool right there. So guys, let's go ahead and let's check out his alt mode. Alright guys, real fast, just before we go into his alt mode, let's do a quick comparison. I do have another figure of Knockout here on my shelf. This one is not of the G1 Prime universe. It's kind of the alternate one that they had, where Knockout actually got, like, I guess a beast mode or Beast Wars type thing. But nevertheless, here is the figure here. It does look like Knockout here. Once again, really cool. Really awesome. Both these figures are going to look really good on my shelf. But guys, let's go ahead and let's check out his alt mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
It's a working microscope.
But it's really a robot.
What a great tank.
And a plane. And a robot.
These are the Transformers, one of the fastest selling toys in America. If you want one for your kids this Christmas, go now while stores have a good selection.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Folks, these robots are hot. Get them by Thanksgiving weekend so you can give them at Christmas. Transformers from Hasbro.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Alright guys, so here is Knockout in his alt mode, and it looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of his vehicle mode in the Prime universe. Let's go ahead and get a closer look. As you can see, he's got some decals there, the green rims. Looks like he's got some fender wells up in the front. Very nice bumper design. Looks really cool. Nice detail to the vehicle mode itself. Looks like I misaligned the back area, so I got a gap there. I'm just gonna have to go back and double check to see what did I not line up properly. But other than that, looks really clean, looks pretty cool. Very nice vehicle mode. And you can also take the accessories and add it to the vehicle mode with Knockout. Here you can put it on the side if you want, have like a gun on the side there, or if you want you can add it to the top here. He does have another peg on the other side as well. You could take that other portion there that kind of looks like a trident mounted on the side, kind of have it like another weapon there. Pretty much, once again, whatever you want to do, you can do it with this figure. Like I said before, it's your action figure. You can display it however you want to display it. But before we go, guys, let's go ahead. Let's bring out the other Knockout figure that I got here, so we can compare the two in the alt modes as well. Now, as you can see here, they're almost pretty much the same size. This one is a little bit more difficult to transform than the Legacy one, but it does look cool. Like I said, it's some sort of beast mode that they had towards the end of the show that all the figures were doing. But I want to get a Primeverse break Knockout again, and hopefully I'll be able to find one. But until then, this one here is pretty cool. Very nice. Awesome job with these things, and these things are gonna look really cool on my shelf. I'm gonna figure out a way to display them properly, and I think it's gonna look really awesome. And guys, this here is where we're gonna end the video for today. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up this episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to the Transformers Legacy Prime Universe knockout figure, is he worth adding to the collection? I do believe so. He is very cool. He is very clean in his alt mode. He is quite posable as well. He does seem to balance pretty well. And like I said, I do want to get the Prime Universe knockout figure that they used to sell. Hopefully I'll be able to find one on the secondhand market. Time will tell, but this one here, like I said, is a really cool figure, and he's gonna look great on the shelf with my other knockout figure. Very nicely done. And guys, this is the part of the video where we come to where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I put out a video, and share these videos on all your social media platforms. And guys, do us a favor and smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.